Hi, my name is Greg Worley with the Mini Hydraulic Excavator product group at Caterpillar. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at our E2 series machines and the compass monitor. We've had the compass monitor in production now for a number of years, but with our E2 series machines we've added a whole lot more benefits and features for our customers. So we're going to take you up to the machine and take a real closer look at what that compass monitor system can do for you. To start with, let's look at the compass monitor security system that is standard on the machines. Looking at the security system on the compass monitor, which is available on the E series and the E2 machines, it is as standard from the 3.5 through to the 8-ton machine. With the security system, it will not come installed on the machine. So if you turn the key on and the gauges jump up straight away, you know there's no security system. You can install the security system yourself very simply by going into the menu, going into service, putting in the service code, and once you are into the service mode, you will go down to security system. Once you select security system, it will show it's not installed. We'll say OK, and you've got two options. It's not installed, which is how it currently is, or you install it with options or with no options. If you install it with no options, you will need to input the 4-digit security code each and every time you start the machine. If you install it with options, which is what we're going to do, you will be able to select unlimited when you get out of the machine, or you will be able to lock the machine up. So it gives you options on how you use that security system on the day-to-day basis. So you see, when we turn the machine off, we can put it to 1 minute to lock it in 1 minute's time. So by the time you exit the machine, lock the door, get into your truck, the machine will be locked and will require a code to access the machine once again. If I hit unlimited, then it means I can start the machine as many times as I wish during the course of the day by just turning the key on in the normal way. When you consider how many times we get on and off a machine on a job site on a daily basis, this is very beneficial to still have a key start system on the machine. However, if we want to lock the machine up at lunch, we just hit 1 minute and away we go. So once this time when we put on the key, the security system will come up. You'll see the cat logo, you'll see the padlock this time, and it will show that the machine is unlocked and ready to start. If I'd selected 1 minute, then the system would have come up with the padlock locked, and I'd needed to have input a 4-digit code to start the machine. With the compass monitor, we can easily customize it for each and every operator. Depending on your application and your needs, there's 5 shortcut buttons. You can configure those buttons to your needs so that they're easy to get to, especially those buttons that you use most and more often. We've got 5 shortcut buttons. The first 2 buttons stay as standard, top button being the menu button, the next button down being the I button, which we'll cover in just a moment, and then we have 3 shortcut settings. With those shortcut settings, we can customize them to put on there what we want. Currently we have on there Auxiliary Flow Adjust, Continuous Flow, and the Hydraulic Coupler. But let's say for instance we want to change one of those buttons. We go in the settings, we go into display settings, we then go into shortcut setting. Shortcut settings give us the list of shortcuts that we can put onto our top screen, and I'm going to go down and put in work mode, and I'm going to put work mode on button number 4 and then say home. Now you can see we've gone from continuous flow into our work mode button on setting number 4. So we can change these buttons very simply, that quick, in just a few seconds, and we'll put onto our shortcuts the most beneficial and the most used buttons for the operator depending on this application. The compass monitor has an electronic pattern changer right there in the monitor. So if you have an operator who prefers backhoe loader controls or excavator controls, you can switch back from one to the other. Very easy and very simple. Let's show you how. The icon is right here. We'll see the cross. That is your pattern changer. To change pattern, it's very simple. You just go in, gives you the choice of the 2 patterns. It's currently an excavator pattern, and we're going to select backhoe pattern. You'll see it pops up, shows that we've changed the pattern. So instead of the boom being in the right hand, the stick is now in the right hand. And if we want to swap back, simply hit the pattern, go to excavator pattern, tells the operator we've changed it, and now the right hand joystick goes back to being a boom instead of the stick. The compass monitor has an auto idle feature. By going into work mode, you can select to turn auto idle on or off. Let's show you how to do that. The icon for auto idle is the icon just here. You'll also see that it's already on the display and that auto idle is on. It's defaulted as on because it's a great fuel saving feature on the machine. Every time you stop working, the controls, the engine RPM after 5 seconds will go down to low idle. As soon as you touch any of the controls, the engine RPM comes back up to where it was previously. Now, in some applications you may wish to turn this feature off, such as in craning. To do so is very easy. You hit the button, you turn it off, you say OK. The compass monitor will tell you there's been a change to the work mode and auto idle is now off and the icon has disappeared from the screen. Using the compass monitor, we can set the auxiliary flow adjust on the main auxiliary as well as the second auxiliary, and we can also go in and select predetermined work tools and the flows that we've set to those tools. You'll see the icon for auxiliary flow adjust. You set it up and you can change that flow to 15 or all the way down to 1, whatever you desire. So if you're using a thumb, for instance, and you're handling debris, unimportant material that you want to grab and let go of really quickly and easily, you'd probably run on 15 and say OK to that. Now, if you was using your thumb to handle delicate material such as landscape rock or retaining wall block, you'd probably slow the thumb down to something that you're very comfortable with and slow everything up so you're not damaging the material you're handling. Also within the system, we can go into Work Tool and we go into Work Tool Select, and we've actually selected a number of work tools where we have already preset the flow settings for you. So for instance, if we select shear, we look at it, you'll see that we've selected shear, we look at what flow it is, and we've preset that to run at 12. Go back in again, go back into Work Tool, go down to Work Tool Select, and this time let's do something like a brush cutter, for instance. We select brush cutter, you'll see that we've now set brush cutter. We go back in and look at the flow, and we'll see that brush cutter, as you would expect, is set at full flow of 15. So 15 settings across the range of our work tools to speed up, to slow down, whatever flow we require, and give us the versatility for our work tools. The compass monitor has a continuous flow feature. It's very easy to set at a touch of a button, and we'll show you how to do that now. The continuous flow icon can be seen right here. The turn continuous flow on is very simple. Turn it on, you'll see at the moment it says off, so we're going to say on, and the monitor instantly is going to tell us that it's continuous flow ready. We'll then go to our joystick and roll the auxiliary roller, and once the pump sees a steady signal for 5 seconds, continuous flow will pop on. We let go of the roller and you can see that we are continuous flow go. It will stay in the go position and keep us in continuous flow until we go back and touch, and then you'll see it goes back to ready. As soon as we want to go back to continuous flow once again, bring it up. Once it's in continuous flow for 5 seconds, it'll lock itself on and we can go ahead and let go of the roller. As simple as that. And then once you're finished with the function, you just go back in and turn continuous flow off. Using the new I button that's in the compass monitor, we can take you through some of the new features that we have that include sight reference as well as our rear view camera options. By just pressing the I button, it scrolls through 5 different screens, giving you all the features and benefits that are on these new E2 series machines. The rear view camera is going to be optional on our 3.5 to 5.5 ton machine and standard on our 7 ton and 8 ton models. To get to those new features, once they're set up into the system, it's very easy, and you'll see that we've got this new I button feature on the compass monitor. With the I button, hit it once and you'll see that we've got the gauges, and we've also got the sight reference system. Sight reference system is showing that our machine is sitting absolutely level at the moment, but if the machine was to start to go up a hill, you will see that will start to change in its attitude on the machine. And we'll go back, take the machine back down to level. This feature can be used to sit the machine on level ground to be able to dig a flat bottom trench. We can also use it when we're actually traveling with the blade. So using the blade, we can actually create a flat pad, or we can use the information given from the sight reference system to put a slight slope onto a pad if we want water to drain off, etc. If we continue pressing the I button feature, it will then give us to username, how many hours are on the machine, and how many hours we've actually been on the work site. So there's like a job clock. Hit the I button again, you'll see that we have got the rear view camera. Now the rear view camera is also a positioning camera, so we hit the I button once more and we get a full screen. So if we're working near a trench, a building or an object, we can go to full screen, position ourselves to where we want to be, see exactly where the machine is before we start working, hit the I button once again, we go back to the standard screen. So we can just easily scroll through our options, give us all the benefits of the compass monitor at a touch of a button. On our new E2 series machines, we've introduced a great new safety feature, especially when working at night. As you'll see, the work lights are still on the machine. I switch the machine off, exit the machine with the work lights on. It allows me to walk across my job site, get to where I need to go with lights showing what I'm doing, and safely get to my vehicle to end my work day. The lights are configurable inside the compass monitor system. We can keep these lights on for up to 1 minute to allow you to get from your machine to your vehicle. So I hope you've enjoyed that overview of our E2 series machines and the compass monitor. That compass monitor is standard on our machines from the 3.5 ton right through to the 8 ton machine. For more information, contact your local CAT dealer.